Hi everybody. So today I decided that I wanted to start vlogging my baby journey. Those of you that don't know, Saikae and I personally, we've actually been trying to conceive for about 3 years now. And normally for a normal woman, a woman that has regular periods and stuff like that, it's easy to get pregnant, and they get pregnant like that because I have family members and friends that can easily get pregnant versus me, it's taking a long time. It's a struggle. And I've always wondered, why couldn't I have a baby right away like other women? Until now. I recently started seeing a doctor, a gynecologist, who is really, really nice and has been treating me very well. He examined me and we discussed some things, and he diagnosed me with PCOS. This was I want to say a month or so. And those of you that don't know what PCOS is, what it stands for is Polycystic Ovary Syndrome, which it makes it hard to conceive because there's cysts on the ovaries, and a normal ovary has about, he told me, about five to six follicles, and on somebody that has an ovary that has PCOS, it's like 10 or more. So it just makes it extremely difficult to try to conceive. You have irregular ovulation or complete lack of ovulation, and that's what I have. I don't ovulate. He told me that I don't ovulate, so I would have to do treatments in order to try to conceive. So again, PCOS, small cysts on the ovaries, and it just causes a lot of difficulties when trying to conceive. Well, there's some symptoms with PCOS that varies from woman to woman. I actually wrote a list of some of the symptoms. There's weight gain, especially around the stomach area, which that's the place where I gain my weight, is right to my stomach. Increased hairiness on face and other areas you don't want hair. And it's embarrassing, but it happens to some women, and it even happens to me. As much as I hate to admit it, I do get facial hair due to PCOS. I get it right on my chin, and sometimes right, like like a mustache. Male pattern baldness or thinning hair. Now, as I'm going natural and I don't put like glue or I rarely even sew hair in my head these days. So I strictly just have it braided underneath, but I've noticed that my sides have just started to really thin out a lot. And it's like, is that a part of PCOS, or is it just from past bad decisions I've made as far as my hair? So I don't know, but that is a symptom. So ladies, if you're experiencing male pattern baldness or thinning hair, it could be a PCOS symptom. Absent or irregular menstrual cycles, and that again is one of my symptoms. My period is very, very irregular. In the past, sometimes I wouldn't get it for like a year. So that is super irregular. But recently, when I started exercising and dieting, I started to get a regular menstrual cycle. Sometimes it come at the beginning of the month, sometimes it will come at the end, but it was constant. So I do think that with dieting and exercising, that can bring on a regular period, which if you do your research on PCOS, that is one of the main things that you need to do in order to keep your symptoms under control. Acne and oily skin, again, that is a big issue for me. I do make sure I clean my face after I'm wearing makeup, and I've tried Proactive, I've tried all kinds of things, and my acne is still there. And I always get it like right on my forehead, my chin, and my cheeks, and I get dark spots and all that time. So I try to hide it with makeup, but it's hard to hide acne, especially when you have a lot of bumps and things like that. I mean, you can probably tell that I have acne underneath my makeup. It really sucks. I mean, you know, you think you grow out of acne once you get out of high school and stuff like that, but with PCOS, it makes it hard, and you know, you still end up having to go through the whole acne phase. And then the last one is insulin resistance, and there is medicine that you can take to help that part of PCOS. So as you can see, I have a lot of these symptoms, and I'm sure a lot of you ladies can identify with some of them as well. You know, if you have any suggestions on any things that you guys do to control your symptoms, I would definitely love to hear them. I'm open for like any suggestions. The sad thing about it, there is no cure for PCOS. It's a condition that stays with you. The only thing you can do is live a healthy life to control your PCOS by dieting, exercising. You have to make it part of your lifestyle. Sometimes exercising can be very hard, because trust me, sometimes I don't want to get up and I don't want to go to the gym. You know, in Minnesota it's cold. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to drive out in the snow. You don't want to do anything. But, you know, if you do live in a state that has decent weather, you know, go for a walk. Things like that. You know, you don't have to do any heavy weightlifting or anything like that unless you choose to. But just walking and things like that, that's a start. So also with medicine, you can treat your PCOS, and it can also help with fertility. My doctor recently prescribed me with Metformin. I don't know if some of you ladies are familiar with Metformin, but I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, and I did a lot of research and things like that, read a few books to better understand Metformin and what I wanted to, you know, do as far as a fertility treatment. Because like I said, there's so many things that you can do to increase your chances of getting pregnant, but you know, it's best to do your research and find out, you know, information on these medicines and see what treatment is best for you. I've heard good things about Metformin, so that's why I decided to go with that first, and my doctor was so kind enough to prescribe it to me, and it was like he didn't hesitate to prescribe it to me. He's a older man. I mean, like he's really old, so he probably knows about Metformin and if it will help me. So he prescribed me with 2 months worth of Metformin, and he told me in 2 months that I would come back to see if I was pregnant, or you know, and if not, then I guess I would just try it again, and you know, and like I said, if it doesn't work, then I can just go on to the next my next option, because he told me that, you know, if this doesn't work, we can find a different option for you. I'm actually not starting it today. I'm gonna actually start it tomorrow, because I don't know, my period should be coming on. I'm kind of waiting for it to come, so I don't know. Normally it comes around the 3rd, but it's, you know, it's only the 2nd, so we'll see. I'm starting to kind of get those symptoms of that, but we shall see what happens. But like I said, I'm going to start it tomorrow. Plus, I've kind of been eating a lot of junk and all that stuff like that, and you know, I don't want to have certain symptoms, which if you have heard about Metformin, there's a few symptoms, and a lot of women don't really like dealing with the symptoms of Metformin. But for me, I feel like I can handle any symptom at this point. Like waiting like 3 years of no baby, and we've been trying. I'll take a week worth of awful symptoms in order to achieve the main goal here, which is having a baby. So yeah, I will make a video about a week after I take the Metformin, so I can tell you guys how I feel about it, how it makes me feel, and the symptoms that I have. So I will do that for you guys. And also another issue with PCOS is that those that suffer from it often have depression, like myself. But yeah, depression is a struggle. Trust me, I know firsthand, and I struggle with it every day. But I feel like things are getting a lot better. Like, from the video that I posted when I kind of got to that breaking point where I just couldn't take it anymore, and I just couldn't do it. But now I feel like things have gotten so much better, and I feel like I have more hope, and I just look forward to every day versus not wanting to get up and get out of my bed. So yeah, so PCOS can contribute to depression. I mean, you're trying so hard to have a baby and you just keep getting nothing. It's depressing. You want to give up. You don't want to, you don't want to try anymore. So, and that's how I was feeling. Like after those 3 years, it took a toll on me, and I felt like I wasn't a woman because I couldn't get pregnant. And like, I always ask Saikae, what if I can't have kids at all? Like, would you still want to be with me? Like, would we have to adopt? Like, you start thinking about things like that, and you start thinking about them all the time. But Saikae reassured me that he's not going anywhere. So we're doing this as a team, and he's actually trying to understand what the PCOS is, and I've kind of been explaining things to him and reading things to him, and so he has a better understanding of what I'm going through, so he understands. And I'm really grateful that he even cares enough to want to know about this condition. But like I said, PCOS there is no cure for it, but with changing your lifestyle, you can control it. So yeah, I'm hoping that you all will go on this journey with Saikae and I as we try to become parents. And I also hope that this video, like I said, I hope it helps. I hope it gives you a little more knowledge about PCOS and a better understanding. I'm not an expert. I don't know everything about PCOS. I just read a lot, and from experience with certain symptoms. So I'm still learning as well. And if there's something that that you want to share with me, I'm just willing to. I'm like a sponge right now, absorbing like all the information I can about this. So I'm willing to learn anything. So yeah, it's just like you have to accept the fact that you have PCOS. I was in denial. I was like, no way do I have this condition. There's no way. Like, I'm gonna get pregnant naturally. I don't have any issues. I just have, my periods are just weird. but I have accepted the fact that I have this condition, and I'm going to control it, and there's options, and I'm going to take these options and I'm going to run with it. We'll see in the 2 months that my doctor's prescribing this medicine. So I will be making more videos. You will see a lot of videos, you know, of me vlogging. I'll try to get Saikae on the video because it will be mostly me, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see me all the time. I'm sure you want to see Saikae too, so I will try to get him on the camera every now and again. But yeah, so I'm so excited. Like, I'm super excited. Like, I've never been so excited about something in my life. So I just can't contain my excitement. So yeah, but I hope you guys continue to go on this journey with me and Saikae, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks to some of you guys who've now become my Facebook friends. Thank you, and I will be seeing you soon. Love you.